2025 NFL Draft Rounds 11 to 21. 11. San Francisco 49ers select Michael Williams, edge Georgia. Why they picked him. The 49ers' needs on the defensive line are no secret after releasing starting end Leonard Floyd and tackles Javon Hargrave and Malik Collins during the opening days of free agency. But this class is considered deep at tackle, and defensive end is still the more premium position. 12. Dallas Cowboys select Tyler Booker, guard Alabama. Why they picked him. The Cowboys saw Zach Martin retire in February after a Hall of Fame career and needed a replacement, despite having Brock Hoffman, who started 7 games last year at right guard, and adding Robert Jones in free agency. He is a top run blocker. Booker is stout. The Cowboys play in a division with excellent interior linemen, and he will help with that. 13. Miami Dolphins select Kenneth Grant, defensive tackle, Michigan. Why they picked him. After losing Calais Campbell and Deshaun Hand in free agency, the Dolphins had an urgent need on their defensive line. Grant is a space eater at 6'4", 331 pounds, and should clear up rush lanes for Zach Sealer and Miami's plethora of pass rushers. 14. Indianapolis Colts select Tyler Warren, tight end, Penn State. Why they picked him. The Colts were last in the NFL in tight end receptions last season and have since lost their top pass catcher at the position, Keelan Grandson, to free agency. The Colts have been frank about the need to upgrade the position, with general manager Chris Ballard saying earlier this month, "Do we need a game changer? Absolutely." The Colts have amassed a productive group of receivers and have a star at running back in Jonathan Taylor. 15. Atlanta Falcons select Jalen Walker, edge Georgia. Why they picked him. The Falcons have many holes on defense, and Walker has the versatility to fit multiple roles. He played mostly off-ball linebacker last season for Georgia, but has experience on the edge, which is where Atlanta will need him the most. He has a ton of speed and ability to get to the quarterback, but also is effective against the run as well as in coverage. 16. Arizona Cardinals select Walter Nolan, defensive tackle, Ole Miss. Why they picked him. The Cardinals have been on a mission to rebuild their defensive front, and Nolan is another piece of that puzzle. He's big, 6'4" and 296 pounds, and has a nose for the quarterback. His 6.5 sacks at Ole Miss last season led FBS among defensive tackles, and while he had 12 tackles for loss, he also had 32 tackles within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage, a sign of his ability to get off blocks and make plays. 17. Cincinnati Bengals select Shamar Stewart, edge, Texas A&M. Why they picked him. The Bengals addressed a key need by selecting a defensive end. Not only does Stewart give the Bengals immediate depth, but he gives Cincinnati a viable long-term starter no matter what happens with the pending Trey Hendrickson matter. 18. Seattle Seahawks select Gray Zabel, guard, North Dakota State. Why they picked him. It's no secret that the interior of the Seahawks' offensive line was starved for difference makers. That group was overmatched last season, and Seattle did not add a single guard or center in free agency. But this pick goes beyond need. 19. Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Emeka Egbuka, wide receiver, Ohio State. Why they picked him. Mike Evans will be 32 in August and is under contract for more 1 season, and Chris Godwin is coming off a severe ankle injury. Egbuka has had 1,920 receiving yards from the slot since 2022, 7th most in FBS. Look for him to contribute in the short passing game. 20. Denver Broncos select Jody Barron, cornerback, Texas. Why they picked him. Over and over again, Broncos general manager George Paton has said the NFL is now a space and cover league. And the Broncos saw up close last season how quickly their defensive fortunes changed when cornerback Riley Moss suffered an injury early in the season. 21. Pittsburgh Steelers select Derek Harmon, defensive tackle, Oregon. Why they picked him. The Steelers needed an infusion of youth on an aging and thin defensive line. With Cameron Hayward turning 36 next month, addressing the position was a priority. In Harmon, the Steelers have a running mate to pair with 2023 second-round pick Keanu Benton, who is primed to be a future anchor of the position.